Hello, everyone. Welcome to part three. Today is part three of the how to attract and convert your money making audience. I have a special guest today. Hello, hola Norma. I have a special guest today, Lanisha Thaddeson, who will be talking about the systems that you need in your business in order to make sure that you are going to guide those leads into profitable clients and you are going to sell out. My name is Jeralis Ferdinand. I am the CEO of Audacious Solutions, a learning and development agency, and I am the founder of Create, Launch, and Profit. And I'm about to let in my co-host today, Lanisha. You could just request to join me and I'll accept. Let me see. Hello. Welcome. There you go. I think I accept one.
I'm connected.
Yay! Hi, Lanisha. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So excited to have you here with us. I feel like this is perfect timing, and I know I need some serious help for my systems, child. So I'm so glad to have you here because I know this is a question that a lot of people have. I know for me, it's a little overwhelming when you're thinking about CRMs and systems and softwares and lead pages and all of the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we can get started. You can introduce yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Lanisha Thaddeson. I am a system strategist and an operations manager for coaches and consultants. So
Yeah.
all of that means is that I help entrepreneurs get their systems in place so that they have the capability to take on more clients, to make more money, and to be able to do it stress-free without burnout.
Thank you. So this week we've been talking about how to get ready for Black Friday, right? But really any big launch in your business. We talked about creating the perfect offer by understanding your gifts, understanding your audience. Yesterday we talked about establishing a relationship with people so that, they're ready and willing and excited to buy from you. And as I was thinking about this series, I'm like, wait a minute, this is all good and well. But I know, I'll admit it, if no one else wants to admit it, I've probably lost leads because my links weren't working or my website wasn't together. I've had people literally DM me like, I want to schedule a consultation with you. Like, how do I do it? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like so grateful that they reached out because the average person probably be like, child, she don't even got a link for a consultation. Let me just move on to the next person. So I wanted to bring you on board so you can kind of talk about like what are some systems, what are some things you feel like, my audience are more like new business owners, and people that actually have huge followings as well. Some of my following, they're really booked. A lot of people in the hair industry who now want to kind of
Mm-hmm.
transfer the chair. A lot of my audience is that they're like stylists who now want to have courses and want to sell products. So now they need different systems, right? But like, what are some things? I mean, you can just kind of take it away. Like, I guess let's talk about so people will really pay attention. Why do you need some systems in place? Like, why is this such a big thing right now? Like all these
Right.
systems.
Like, why or what even is a system? Some
Yes.
people are like, what is that? So, before I get into it, if anybody is on here, if you're watching it live or if you're watching the replay, I want you to like, and share because we are not any gatekeepers around here. We want everybody to get this
Yes.
information because there
Yes.
is money to be made and the table is big
Yes.
enough for everybody and their mama and their kids. Okay. But I want to get into it. So, what is a system? So, basically, a system is a how to, a process on how you get things done in your business. So,
Okay.
there are different tasks that you have going on in your business. How do you get that done and how do you get it done efficiently, right? Because let's just say I want to boil a hot dog. Let's just use that for an example, right? I want to boil a hot dog. I can just say boil a hot dog. Well, that's just telling me what the end product is. But the system is you go get your pan, you go get your hot water, you go get your hot. It's the steps that you need to take to get to that end product, right? So that's why everybody needs systems in their business, because if you don't have a process to get the work done, then you out here just really with your head cut off running around, right? So you need the systems to be able to scale in your business, to maintain your business, and to make sure that your clients are happy with your services.
Mm. Okay, that's so you talked about something that us in curriculum design we think about a lot is starting with the end in mind. Is that how you do you start with the end in mind? Like you said, like what is the action or like how would you say to go about it? Because there's so many pieces.
Yeah, absolutely start with the end in mind, because you want to take your goal and then work back to get the steps to go towards that. So even if it's something as simple as I want to be able to collect the payments from my clients, that's your goal. I want to be able to do it easy. Now, what steps do you need to take in order to do that? You know, what platform are you going to use to collect your invoices or etc.?
Sounds good. So where do you start? Like, do you like, let's say, I mean, we're on social media right now, on Instagram. So like, do you start from here? Like, there's so many things that we need to do. Where should we start?
Yeah, yeah. So the first thing you need to do, so if you are a entrepreneur, making sure that you have a solid offer. So that's the first thing. It ain't no sense of setting up systems if the offer isn't strong, right? Because everything is going to go towards that offer. So making sure you have some type of service, offer, product that you're going to be able to sell. From there, you're going to take the steps that you need to take when you're working with your client. So from the moment that they see you on social media or however they're presented to you to the moment that they stop working with you, what does that journey look like? Write it out. People are going to be surprised. When I say write it out, people are like, oh, I wrote it in my brain. Put it on paper, because what you'll see is that it may be things missing. You may be duplicating steps. So you'll realize a lot just by writing your steps down on paper. So what I call that is the brain dump of the client journey. What does it look like when a client works from you from A to Z? Then once you get that client journey set up, then we're going to say, okay, so what tasks are you doing in your business? What are the tasks that you're doing? Like in the beginning, I started off my online business as a VA. And when I would onboard clients, I was using so many different tools to onboard. I was using a link for to pay, another link for them to sign a contract, another link to send the PDFs. And it was just like, no, this is getting out of hand. Like, let me tap into my skills. I know it has to be an easier way. I should not be using 4, 5, 6 tools to onboard a client. So when I say look at those tasks, you're going to be looking to see too, what can you condense into one tool? So once you do that, so you got your client journey written out, you got all of your tasks written out, then we're going to figure out how can we automate tasks, or if you need to delegate them, or if you're going to keep them, how can you do them efficiently?
No, that is key. You were reading me, girl, because I'm like that. I do sometimes like twice a month. Well, I say like 2 clients a month. I do done for you services, and I'm like, even the emails I send out, I'm like, I should be probably making these templates, right?
Yes, some template emails, y'all, and send them out automated.
Yes. So let's talk about those that are, let's talk about courses. I mean, most people here, that's my audience, they're looking to create a course. I know people always asking about different platforms. That's not what we're going to talk about now, but what, from your experience, your expertise, people always ask, should I have a website? Should landing pages? I know me, I love my website, but I regret spending so much money on it.
Yes.
And she's my girl. She's so good. Like, it's no shade, but I can't change a thing on that by myself. And it's like, the links, everything. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, but I wish somebody would have told me.
No, I think that websites are good, but I do agree, like in the beginning, you should not be investing too much into the website because it's so many other ways that you can be visible
Mhm.
without it, right? Even if you are creating like a Canva document that talks about all your services and you put that link on your social media, that's people being able to see what your services are without you even having to have a website. Like a lot of people don't realize, and for those who are not familiar, Canva is a platform where you can create graphics and other images for social media or for anything in your business. They have the capability that you can create links to your graphics that you're creating and you can use them as websites. So Canva,
Wow.
I'm paying like $12 a month and I could have created a graphic and use it as a link in place of a website
Hey.
until my business was big enough to grow it and I can invest in a bigger website, right? But people don't know it. And so they spend a lot of money on websites when they really didn't need to.
Wow. Ah, so good to know. But I will admit that right now, like, I'm in love with lead pages. Like, I'm really into it. I still need to get a little bit more experience, but I'm really into it. How do you feel?
Yeah.
But no, but that was very big key. I know when I share that you can actually record your courses on Canva and create, like I use Canva. I'm not a graphic. I have instructional designers on my team and in my company for those that want those services, but I'm a Canva girl. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I love me some Canva.
Me too.
Uh, so that's a really, really huge tip. I guess about another system, and I got you here, girl. So I'm gonna ask you all the
Come
questions.
on. I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
But I feel like like people are utilizing social media in so many different facets that I feel like I'm a little behind. Like for instance, let's talk about like interacting with your audience, like either that be through DMs or anything. Like, is there any system or any auto response? I don't know. Like, how do you get someone from following you? I mean, you a big piece though.
Hmm.
Your freebie, but like, what else do you feel like can help, like, to get them?
Yeah, so there are different systems that are regarding like social media and sales and marketing. So the first one is posting. So you can batch your content, which is basically creating a lot of content at one time. Maybe you're using the weekend to create a couple posts. And then you can use a scheduler, a social media scheduler to post it out over the week without you having to manually go in and post it. So I love that because it helps me stay on track of making things sure things are getting posted at a certain time. Now, I will say that with social media, you still have to be social. So you need to go in and making sure that you're commenting when people are commenting, that
Yeah.
you're liking comments. So you still need to be able to do that manually because we're not robots. We're still humans and people want to be able to engage with us. But at least that's one task off your list when you have all of those posts going out automatically. So that's one thing. And then, yes, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them have some type of autoresponders that you
Mm,
can set up. And this is huge for communication because when I tell you people don't like to be ghosted, especially when they're thinking about spending money with you, they don't want to be ghosted. So even if you have an autoresponder that lets them know, hey, I respond to my DMs within 24 hours. So now they got the expectation, okay, I should hear something back within 24 hours. But if you don't have anything set up, and you can not have anything set up, but you need to be a person that's responsive, right? That's going to be answering these DMs and messages as they come in because that's where a lot of sales are happening too within in the messages. So my takeaways for that is making sure that if you can set up an autoresponder, do that, and then using some type of tool to schedule out your social media posts.
does your tool schedule reels? I know that wasn't something.
No. And when
Yeah.
y'all find one, let me know.
I don't think I'm
I
doing that.
haven't found
I don't.
one for reals. No.
I don't. So I think I'm sure you would have known, girl. I haven't seen it, and I know one key thing that you said about make sure you're still being social, especially if you're auto batching. I mean, that's something I haven't seen. I want to do. I don't do yet, but in case something happens and current media or anything, you gotta be in the know. And
Yeah.
you gotta, I've seen that happen. People post things and it's seen as insensitive, but it's because things happen throughout the day. So make sure that you don't really set it and forget it 100%. Like,
Right.
like you're aware of when something is going to post, and if you need to take something down because let's say an incident happened in the media or anything, or you want to post something that's more relevant to get more views,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you're present. So what do you? So one of my, I guess, funnels in order to for my big ticket offer is through consultations. Do you have any system that you suggest? Because there's so many right now, I mean, I'm still in the real basic software. Like I mean, it's not basic. I use Calendly. I've used
Yeah.
Equity, like Equity or Equity. I'm not sure. Equity, but is there something better? Like, which one do you use?
I wouldn't say like which one is better. It's gonna be about which one fits your needs the best. So I've used Calendly. I haven't used Acuity, but I know people that use it, and that's pretty robust too. I use Calendly more so for networking things, like when I'm talking to other businesses to set up like coffee chats and things like that. But when I'm actually working with my clients, I use my CRM, which is a client relationship management tool. I use that and they have a scheduler built in it. So I use Dubsado and they have their own scheduler. And the reason why I use it is because I can create a lot of automations off of it. So when someone schedules a call with me, they can instantly get an email letting them know the details of the call. They'll get all of their reminders. Like if I need a form completed when they schedule their call, I can get that form completed. So it does a lot of stuff that I could not do with Calendly or Acuity, and it connects with all my client information. So I love it, the Dubsado scheduler.
Would you suggest like, consultations? I mean, I would like to do way more, but I probably do like 6 a month, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you feel like the Zotto will still be a good tool?
Oh, if you
I,
were doing one,
yeah.
if you were doing one consultation a month, Dubsado is going to be good for it because at the end of the day, that's just where you are right now. Things may change, you may grow, and you want to have the capability to take on more clients. And I will say, even if you're working with only like a few clients a month, you still want to make sure that those clients feel like they are your only clients.
Mm,
That client experience is what's going to make people continually come back and rave about your events. And one way that you can have a good client experience is again that communication and making sure people do not fall within the cracks. When I tell you, I've had my own personal horror stories about like poor communication when you're paying for like a high ticket service and you're reaching out to people, you're not getting the information that you need. You want to prevent all of that by having some type of tool that help you manage those clients.
yes. Okay, so it's also a communication tool, is it as well? As that?
Yeah, because you can send out your emails. It helps you onboard, so all of your forms, collecting your payments, automated emails. Like if you wanted to send them questionnaires, you could send out questionnaires. It does a lot. It's really robust. I love it.
Yeah, I think this is a very good I'm happy you brought it up because when I talk to people about their online courses, I always ask them, like, we got to think about your business model. Like, where does the course fit? And many people like myself, I do group coaching, I do done for you services. So online courses, like, yes, that's my expertise, but it's more than that. And
Right.
I always tell people like you got to kind of plan for that, right? Like that ladder, that value ladder of your business. So though you guys may be thinking about, okay, I have an online course now, you'll be surprised. People usually, if it's something really good, people are gonna want more from you. And
Mm-hmm.
to manage that, right?
Yeah.
I think you're so right because I'm there right now where it's like, oh, here's my scheduling link, and then I'm here sending you individual emails and all these different things. I thought that subtle, I don't know, when I thought about it, I thought it was for like bigger businesses, I guess. I don't know.
Oh no, it's for the small business owners and medium businesses as well.
Yeah.
But I love it, and I'm a solopreneur. I use contractors in my business, but in regards to like who's actually using Dubsado, it's just me in my business, and I really love it. Like I tell this story all the time. I completely onboarded a client while I was on a yacht in Jamaica. Like and the client would have never even known that I was out the country because they got all of their invoices, all of their follow-up emails, their next steps, everything was automated. So when they paid, they started getting information and they thought that, it was me or my business sending it to them. When really I just made sure that I had my systems in place that when I do take a vacation, things don't fall in the cracks.
Yes. So I know, okay, so you are an expert in systems. So I guess if you can give us a little tip, right? Not just systems, like we're talking about different platforms and softwares, but like how you manage your clients. Can I is that right to say? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some tips, child? Because I love my clients.
I think the biggest
I
one.
love them. But how do you keep people, like in order for me to do my work, I guess it's similar to you. I need to receive certain things and stay on certain deadlines. But sometimes, how does the style help you with that? Like, I don't know, like, is there a way to put in goals? I don't know. Like, how do you keep you and your client on the same page? So you're not.
Yeah, I'm definitely using Dubsado like for all client communication because even in Dubsado, you can see like the emails that you're having with your client. You can email them. So all of my communication is going through Dubsado. And then you can do to-do lists and you can put it on the calendar. So you'll see, hey, I need to follow up with this client tomorrow. That'll be on your to-do list in Dubsado. So I literally use it for everything when it comes to like client communication. Now I will say in conjunction with my CRM, I do have tools that I use to like help me keep on track. Like one of them is called Smart Tasks, and it's just like an app on my phone. And it's really like a to-do list, but I can check things off. I can color code them. I can add notes. It's really good. So I'm a to-do list girl. Like I'm a to-do list. So I got to have my to-do list for the day. If it's not on that list, it's probably not going to happen. So I put everything in the app, Smart Tasks, and then as I do them, I check them off. And to see things get taken off the list is like, okay, I'm making progress. I'm productive. I'm getting stuff done. So the combination of like a CRM for like your client stuff and then having some type of tool to manage yourself, right? And manage the tasks that you need to do for your business. That's super important. And then one more thing that I wanted to mention is try not to do too much with the systems. Like that's the part where people fall. Like it's that shiny object syndrome. Yeah, they like, oh,
I got
system. Yeah, it's like like when a dog sees a squirrel. Oh, squirrel! Like no, focus. Like simplicity is everything. So only get your core tools that you're gonna need to get your job done. Once you start adding all these different tools, that's when it starts to get even more complicated.
That's very good. I wanted to mention, since we're talking about systems, people always ask me like, which platform should I use for my online course? And I break it down to these 3 questions you kind of have to ask yourself. Like 1, what your budget is, because that varies. 2, what systems you already have in place that you really love and you don't really want to let go. Like if you like, I finally got Leadpages down packed. I'm not trying to leave Leadpages. That's fine. But okay, what other platform works well with that? And 3, like where your technical capabilities are, right? Because it varies depending on the software that you're going to use. And each software, they're targeting different people at different levels. So those are the 3 main points that I always ask, like when you're picking a platform. Would you say it's similar as well when you're talking about other systems?
Absolutely. Because there's always going to be that spectrum of like more affordable platforms and like the more expensive. And then the more expensive ones may be able to do more, but do you really need all of all of the functions that come with it? Like, yeah, it's cute, but are you at that point in your business where you need all of those functions? Then if not, then maybe you should go to the more affordable option. So it's being able to know what your options are. People don't often know like what their options are, like with tools and systems. So that's good that they can come to someone like you that during a course, or come to someone like me who can give them insight to knowing like what they should use.
Yeah.
And because what I'll say is that you can like be a do-it-yourself person, and you can grow and thrive being that person. But what I will say is going to be a huge time commitment, and time is currency. And so that's why we have businesses where we can help people who really value time, like who want to get over that learning curve quickly. So I will say that, like, if you are confused about systems or courses or whatever it is that it may be, if you're ready to invest in someone who can help you with that, know that that investment means that you're beating that time. Like, you're getting over that learning curve quickly so that you can start making money quickly. You can start getting things done quickly. You can do it yourself, which is perfectly fine, but just know that it might take longer to get where you want to go.
Yeah, and you may make more costly mistakes.
Yeah.
I learned that really fast. I used to have a brick and mortar business last year, and I used to try to apply to all the permits, and I'm like, I'm smart. I can read. I can do these things. I ended up buying things I did not need to do. I ended up backwards, and I'm not gonna lie, we lost a lot of money. I mean, especially talking about brick and mortar, but
Yeah.
the that we took from that is like invaluable. And I vowed to myself, child, I will pay for
Yeah.
but you gotta know what you need. I always talk about that. Like, I utilize coaches, we both do, but I know when I'm looking for a coach, it's something very specific that I need.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you're gonna get your value. But you need to know exactly what that is. And that's why I always talk about, like, when I have one-on-one clients, I stay in my lane. I will talk you to death about this one topic, and I will take it, give you all of me. But if you're looking for something else, I will more than happy lead you to that person.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect to invest in a person. You're gonna save time. I'm just echoing what time and money. People think that they're actually saving money by doing themselves. In my experience, I haven't saved money by trying to do it myself. But you need to know what you need. I think that's like the biggest key. Like, don't go out there. There's people that love to super invest. You that person.
Every course, every webinar.
But like you said, we're here to make money, and we need to be in a certain space in order to do that. Even today, I'm doing a done for you client, and I had to almost stop myself. I had to think about that. I'm like, I can do this piece. I'm like, nope. Let me get my team to do this part, because hey, I had to go on live with you. Like, I would have been doing, like, I have,
trying to multitasking
this business. So I agree with you. Thank you for bringing that up. Like, if you are a person, I know I have my keto coach on here. She does a lot of group coaching, a lot of other products. Like, girl, hit her up. She's really but because there's so many different pieces that you can kind of put together, right? For someone, kind of like strategize for them. Let me just drink.
Oh, it had froze, but you're back.
Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. It had froze a little bit, but you're back.
Okay. So what's coming up for you? How can we work with you? Like, what services you have coming up?
Yeah. So for me, there are a couple ways to work with me. So I do the CRM setup. So I do use Dubsado, which is one of the platforms, and I do a fully automated and branded setup. So for those who are struggling to either take on clients, like to manage the clients that they have, maybe their client experience isn't that good. They want to automate their business so that they're not wasting time. Like I said, I onboarded somebody while I was on the yacht, like, true story. If you want to be in that place in your business, then you definitely want to have some type of CRM if you're a service-based business. So I do those full CRM setups, and I do have some spots available for November and December. And then some people hire me on as their operations manager. So I oversee all of their day-to-day business tasks and help come up with strategy and basically execute the things that they have going on in their business. And then down the pipeline, I'm going to be giving out, look, this is an exclusive. Look, I am working on an accelerator for brand new entrepreneurs who want to set up their foundational systems, right? Mm-hmm. So this is going to be really good because they don't have to make, like you said, make all those mistakes and don't have the right systems in place, and then later have already started their business and have to backtrack. This is going to be for you to really get all that stuff set up from the very beginning. So I'm going to be launching that next month, but that wait list is actually open on my page. The link is in my bio.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. And if you're interested,
thank you.
Please reach out to her. She is tagged on my post, but it's Be Crowned VIP.
Yes.
At Be Crowned VIP. Thank you so much. This has been so insightful, and I hope that you guys got some nuggets as well. And please join us tomorrow. We are going to be talking about the ultimate sales funnel for course creators. This is going to be huge. Everybody talks about sales funnel, and there's so many ways to do it.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the one that's going to get you the most clients. So
wait, what time is that so I can tune in to?
It will be tomorrow around this time.
All right. I'm in there. I'm in the building.
I am so excited. We're going to be talking to the course funnel king on this platform. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you again.
You too.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Yeah.